A sunny day in early October in Anoka, Minnesota, where the Section 7 AA girls soccer playoffs start with the quarterfinals. The number 3 seeded Tornadoes hosting the number 6 seed Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joey on Howie Shapiro up above for the action. And Howie, the Cardinals, a team that started slow, came on strong, but because of that slow start, have to start the playoffs on the road.
Yeah, these two teams come in with identical records. They've played once this year. They played to a 1-1 time in overtime. Anoka scoring with 50 seconds left in regulation the first time they met. So these are two teams I think are pretty evenly matched. I think it's going to be a great contest. It's going to be a one-goal game, I would believe. Should be interesting.
Well, and it's two teams, obviously, that know one another very well, from the head coaches to the last player on the roster. They've seen each other for so long, being crosstown conference rivals.
Yeah, you know, and the Cardinals come in, they're playing that one-up top 5 mid. Coach DeJoy feels this is a difficult situation for some teams to handle, and we'll see how Anoka does that coming in. You know, Anoka certainly has a lot of confidence playing on their home field. Talked to their head coach, Amber Wolge, and she had told me these girls play really well together. There's not one person that stands out above everybody else. It's a team contribution.
Not particularly warm in early October as you look at the new coach for the Tornadoes.
Yep. Yeah, she's first year. She's been on the staff. She is just her first year as the head coach for Anoka. She happens to be the niece of our own Tommy Glines.
Coon Rapids High School's longtime field announcer over at the Cardinals Stadium.
Thank you for clarifying. I just assume everybody knows.
And this is one of the coolest facilities in the area for sure. Perhaps the state of Minnesota. The Goodrich Field, a storied field here in Anoka. But I was down on it, and the field in pretty rough condition this late in the season.
Yeah, it is. Well, you know, with football going on, and, you know, it's tough on this grass field. It gets a lot of work. And
you figure there's someone playing either football or soccer on it 3 nights a week.
Yep.
Coon Rapids will start with the ball and, more importantly, the sun at their backs. With the earlier 5 o'clock start, we'll see how much of more of that sun becomes a factor in the second half as the sun gets closer to the horizon.
And I think actually Anoka's going to start with the ball.
Well, I would think hard to get the ball and the sun at your back.
Absolutely. Yeah, the boys are playing Hastings,
but then again, maybe Anoka, who knows this field well, wants to play into the sun and in the first, so that they can have it at their back in the second.
Right. Well, I think you know, the team that gets out to the early lead will have the advantage right away, because then they're going to put pressure on the other team to score. We talked about just 2 goals scored in that first game, 1 by each.
Coon Rapids trying to find a little possession, but this one broken up by Landris, and Anoka back, pushing it deeper into the Cardinal end.
I was talking to Coach DeJoy in the field just before the game, and he said, you know, even though they've lost, they're coming off some losses, felt that their last game that they played was their best of the season. As you talk about the starters, Joe.
Allie Erickson, Maddie Getchell, Kalena Verdick. Took me this long, and I'm still having a tough time with it. Aaron Jenkins, Allie Misquick, Caitlin Ackerman, Courtney Ackerman, Mao Koss, Gross, and the goalkeeper Frazier. On the other side, Beckman, Battle, Strange, Terrio, Straight, Johnson, Alexander, Giddings, and Palermo. Okay, let's get that graphic out of the way and play some soccer. There's Nicole Frazier, young keeper for the Cardinals, just a sophomore. Turning left-footed attempt by Beckman is wide of the net.
As you know, you want to control action down in the opponent's end, and Anoka with a little bit of pressure early on.
Chance for Erickson to run on. Broken up by Palermo, but Erickson still has it. Boots it, but too high. And out of play. Good scoring. First good scoring opportunity of the evening goes to Coon Rapids.
I don't think I've ever had to run a camera this retarded before.
Allie Erickson, a lot of speed. And Palermo just there in time to break it up.
Yeah, it was fortunate.
And Erickson got behind it a little bit.
Yeah, because Palermo came out and tried to challenge her, and it could have led to a quick goal.
And again, the Cardinals, who have been playing much better down the second half of this season, really want to come out and prove themselves that they should have probably had a home game to start the playoffs. And they're going to get a free kick here from a great opportunity.
And maybe an early situation here, an early break for Coon Rapids.
Emily Koss will run on a three-person wall for Anoka, chipped over right in on Palermo, and she makes the save.
Again, a relatively easy save for Palermo. Both teams, testing each other early. This is a one-and-done situation, so you want to make sure you play good defense and when you get the opportunities, make them count. There's Katie Beckman's numbers: 16 goals, 4 assists, and as Coach Wolge told me, she is the girl they look to for scoring leadership on this squad. Does a good job of positioning herself and getting good opportunities, and she makes them count when she has those opportunities. So the Cardinals defensively are going to have to make sure they mark her well.
Anoka will have a throw in deep in the Cardinal end. Koss there to stop it up for Coon Rapids. Street can't get it through. It's off the Cardinals again. Another throw in for the Tornadoes. This boot by Straight is well high and wide, but it'll be the Coon Rapids goal kick.
Now the Cardinals put a little pressure down in their end. It'll be interesting today. We will have an opportunity, hopefully, to talk to both coaches between the halves and get their feelings in the first half of play.
Anoka opportunity broken up, bodies flying, and taking one for the team is Courtney Ackerman. She took a pretty good hit.
Yes, she did.
But got to the position first and earned the penalty. And Coon Rapids able to clear it back near midfield. Erickson now trying to work around the defender. Battles. Little bit of room toward the corner. She's got help down there with her. Battles able to win that little battle, though, and turn it far side for Jenna Johnson.
Now, good defense by the Tornadoes, take it away from Erickson. You know, Erickson's the counterpart to Beckman. She's the leading scorer for this club, and she started a little bit late. We've talked about it as the season has progressed. She is serving our country. We certainly thank her for that, and she got a little late start to the soccer season.
Emily Johnson stopped up the Anoka pressure. Back Street near side. Turned back out by the Cardinals, and Maddie Getchell runs on. Trying to get it ahead to Misquick. That's stopped up and sent back near midfield. Getchell has a head on it. Caitlin Ackerman trying to work near the mid-court line. Pass into Getchell was broken up out of bounds by Jenna Johnson.
You know, you mentioned Caitlin Ackerman, Coach DeJoy, when I was talking to him yesterday or earlier, mentioned to me that he's their super freshman. She does it all for them, and she relies quite a bit. They rely quite a bit on her play on the field.
Headed right back out of bounds. Cardinals with another throw in. Hannah Gross getting it into Misquick. Bouncing ball played back near midfield. Courtney will just let it run out in front of her and throw it back in. Turned right around, Koss back to midfield. Stopped up there by Strange. This one's going to roll in. Frazier will scoop it up at the edge of the box.
Early on, Cardinals doing a good job of marking the Anoka players and not giving them much opportunity to set anything up once they're in the Cardinal end.
Johnson to take the throw on the restart.
Few different exchanges made. And we're back to play. Coon Rapids. Really the only opportunity thus far.
Yep.
With a good look at the net.
Erin Jenkins has been another player in the last number of games have been a major contributor to this squad.
No question.
Yep.
Allie Erickson has come back and played as we expected her to. Erin Jenkins has, I think, been, especially these last couple games, a great compliment to Erickson up front.
Well, no doubt about it. She has 6 goals on the season, and she is the second leading scorer.
Including a hat trick.
Yep.
For number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Beckman tried to trap it back onto the field right along the sideline and score away around Gross, but not to beat. Settled by Jenkins, turns it far side. Heide can't quite get there. Or Verdict, rather. It's going to be out far side off Coon Rapids. 10 minutes have gone by. No score yet. Section 7 AA. Quarterfinal round.
Yeah, it's do or die. Win and continue. You lose and you go home. And neither team obviously wants to end their season as a collision happens there. And it looks like there's an Anoka player that took the worst part of that collision. Can't see her number, Joe. Looks like she got part of her hip.
Clock is stopped.
I think that's.
Was it Emily Johnson?
I think it was. I thought the number was 6, but there's no 6 on their roster. Or is it 8? It's an 8. So that is Emily Johnson. See, he kind of looks like a 6 there if you look where the sun's hitting the. Give me a break.
Hey, that's okay. To start the contest, I thought the Cardinals were wearing white.
I know that's true. There's a look at the brackets, Joe.
Here are my brackets. Coon Rapids, the number 3 seed, or Anoka, the 3 seed.
They're in white.
Yeah, but number 6 should be Coon Rapids.
Yeah, it should be Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids isn't even on this sheet.
Not quite sure what that is.
Well, it started with a C, so there's the effort.
I'm not sure everything else is correct, though. Looks about right.
Yeah, I think it is.
Except for Centennial.
Centennial. Still attending to Emily Johnson on the field.
And that is not a good sign.
No.
Usually these things go quickly.
Yeah.
Well, why? Looks like she's going to get up and
Yeah. There we go.
off the field, but with a lot of assistance.
Autocorrect.
All right. Everything else was correct. Blaine, the top seed. I knew that. Cambridge Isani, the number 8 seed, playing at the Bengals tonight. Andover is hosting Duluth East, and St. Francis is hosting Forest Lake. The winner of this one obviously will get St. Francis or Forest Lake.
A long road trip.
Clock is running.
As they work on Emily Johnson over on the bench, we hope she's going to be okay and certainly return to action. It was a nice job by Verdict to get it out of harm's way.
Long boot, but well high for Katie Beckman. And I guess that could go down as a decent scoring opportunity for the Tornadoes.
Anybody get a shot of vodka? I can use that for more.
Foul call just shy of midfield. Coon Rapids free kick.
You can tell the pace of the game right now, Joe, that both teams trying to set something up, but they're kind of still feeling each other out a little bit.
Getchell's shot attempt blocked up. And good marking deep in their end by Anoka.
Yeah, both teams, play good defense. Anoka scores a few more goals than Coon Rapids. The Tornadoes come in with 29 goals on the season, 19 for Coon Rapids.
Well, and a lot of that, again, it has to do with Coon Rapids' slow start. Was it
absolutely
2 or 3 games that they were shut out to start the year?
As I mentioned, Coach DeJoy said, they felt they played, even in a loss, played their best game of the season. And they said, it's a nice time of year to feel your team is playing their best soccer as you start the section play.
Well, and in that loss you're talking about to Cretin-Durham Hall in the season finale, the Raiders ranked 5th in the state. Important thing to note in that contest, a 2-1 loss in overtime, and Coon Rapids once again lost the lead late in the game.
Yep.
And that has been a little bit of an Achilles heel for this club this season as well.
Well, and too, when you have a little bit trouble scoring, it makes it more difficult, because if you're scoring a goal a game, it makes it difficult to sometimes stay in that game. And that rests on your defense.
Hannah Zavagil will take the kick low to the middle for Taylor Ness. And will now get it back kind of off the chin. Ness again. Zavagil will touch and go with her. Into pressure is Caitlin Ackerman and force the action back to the other side of the field. Miss Quick boots it behind the defense. And at least Palmero has to come out and get involved again.
Yeah, then easy opportunity for her. There wasn't a red jersey that is in danger of her not coming out and gathering the ball up.
Caitlin able to bring it up near midfield. Jenkins set it back in deep. Koss kicks over the head of Getchell, but Getchell able to recover in front of Zavagil.
No.
Pass back to midfield was broken up. Koss will play it off of the charging Tornado player. That's Katie Beckman. And it's out of play. Coon Rapids throw it. Possession back to Anoka as the Tornadoes will make a couple of substitutions.
Yeah, I still see. I believe I still see Johnson over there on the bench. Saw a collision earlier in this half. left her on the bad end of that deal.
Beckman boots it to the far side, running on his Battles. She's marked closely by Verdick. Jenna Johnson crosses. Getchell breaks it up. Tried to slip it to Misquick, who is able to run onto it. And now left side, and here's Allie Erickson in a foot race. Erickson slows down, cuts back. Like there's a little bit of contact there, but no call. There's definitely going to be a call there as 3 bodies end up on the turf.
Yeah, great opportunity there again for Coon Rapids, but Erickson just couldn't control the ball and get an opportunity to get a solid shot off.
They're going to give her a yellow for that.
Huh.
She was, in my opinion, clearly held.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that was, she made contact with the ball first on the slide.
Take a look at it.
It was a nice setup.
Yeah, it was a great setup.
Erickson's going to win that foot race. Just didn't think she had quite enough room to do something against Palmero with Alexander.
Yeah, I like the hustle. She definitely hit the ball on the slide before she had contact with the player.
Anoka pushing it toward the Coon Rapids end. Now Koss will play it out of bounds.
Yeah, again, smartly, Koss just gets her team out of the situation, forces the throw and opportunity to regroup on defense. It's going to be Cardinal ball.
Gross throwing it in. Headed back out off of Coon Rapids. Zavagil. Throws broken up by Courtney Ackerman.
They're going to give the throw into Anoka. I kind of thought it went off a free kick. I thought it went off an Anoka player, but
doesn't matter. It was a penalty.
Oh, it was a penalty? I didn't see that. Okay.
Cross attempt stopped up. Koss able to get it out of the danger zone. Jenna Johnson trying to step over, has it taken away by Misquick. Misquick ends up on the turf. Coon Rapids ends up with a free kick.
Nice hustle play by Allie Misquick on that situation. She did a nice job of getting you the ball. And
Misquick? Misquick?
Misquick
is very quick.
She is very quick. No doubt.
Koss with a boot right at midfield. Low line drive deflected by Anoka. Turned around, stopped up momentarily by Gross. And she's able to recover, take it back from Ness. Getchell trying to keep it in possession, in play. Header there by Courtney Ackerman. Anoka building the attack. Beckman on the push. Stopped up by Koss. Both players end up on the turf. Koss a little slow to get back up.
Yeah, just stretching things out again. Just collision here. And Koss took the worst of that one. Seems to be okay.
They met at the ball. And Koss, who normally would handle this right after a little jam she took, will defer and let Courtney kick it away. Caitlin with it now. Bumped off her foot, the other way they go. Cutting back is Beckman. Beckman step over against Courtney, able to get by to the middle. Caitlin stops her up, and then a collision with Jenkins, and whistle took a while. Finally comes, and Anoka is going to have an excellent scoring opportunity with a free kick just outside the 18-yard box.
Yeah, you know, that's a penalty I don't think she needed to take, but again, she just kind of stepped in front of her in a little bit of a push, and this is a very dangerous situation now for the Cardinals with this penalty down deep in their end. You see they've got a 5-person wall up front.
Katie Beckman will handle it, and they're going to bring the Cardinals back to 10 yards.
So let's get something here.
We talked about Beckman, the leading scorer of this club.
Serves it to the left side. Broken up. It's going to be a goal kick on the rebound chance. Frazier, good reaction, was there for the direct kick.
Yeah, the kick right in. And again, Beckman trying to put it to that far side. Frazier stopping with her hands, but fortunately, there's a defender there to knock it away. Or give her a little pressure, so she forced that kick wide.
Erickson taps it to herself. Couldn't quite get the header there. Stopped up by Zavagil momentarily.
There's a relatively young Cardinal squad. Just one senior in the starting lineup. Most of the contributors will be back again for another season.
Lind plays it out far side. Coon Rapids with a throw in deep. In the end, Verdick gets it in. Ness able to knock it down. Missed quick controls along the far sideline. Her pass broken up. Koss able to turn it around for Coon Rapids. Erickson can't quite skip it over the defender. And a foul off the ball.
We're a little more than halfway through this first half. Still no score.
Allie Erickson. Line drive pass attempt broken up and turned around by the Tornadoes. Caitlin able to recover momentarily. But Ness able to push it back to the Coon Rapids end. Emma Collin plays it ahead for Allie Ness and played out by Emily Koss.
Oh, good job by Koss to beat Ness to the ball and just push that wide to give her team an opportunity to get back on the defensive end.
In the corner is Allie, plays it out to the front. Coon Rapids able to get the ball out of danger again. Leah Mao cleared it and took the penalty.
And a good potential setup for Anoka there. Fortunately, Cardinals able to get to the ball first. Nice cross attempt. Looking for an open score or open opportunity.
Another free kick opportunity for the Cardinals. Looks like Emily Koss. Oh, it's throwing. My bad. Erickson. Long kick, an opportunity for Blomquist behind the defense, but Palermo able to scoop it up just about 2 steps ahead of her.
Yeah, Blomquist just couldn't quite get there, and Palermo smartly coming out of the goal to cut that one off.
Caitlin at midfield, back to the near side, too much on it, and it's out of play. Jenkins able to get through a couple of defenders, miss quick, trying to race around the corner. First cross attempt came right back to her. This cross attempt will be turned around by Anoka, but stopped up by Gross. Blomquist taps to miss quick. She's on the ground, and Coon Rapids with a free kick from a good spot.
Yeah, nice distance here to the goal. See if they can get something to happen offensively. But Cardinals trying to do a nice job of working it down in the Anoka end, and there you see the collision.
Jenkins sets up. Jenkins direct to the net, off the crossbar, still in play. Caitlin attacks back to the front. Verdict couldn't get a shot off. Tornadoes trying to push back the other way. Caitlin recovers back to Koss. Koss had it taken away by Zavagil. To the front, Koss knocks it down.
I thought she knocked it out.
Courtney able to get it a little further away, and now Misquick got it out near midfield. Battling hard, Taylor Ness keeping Allie Erickson off the ball. This is Allie Ness. Stopped up by Jenkins.
Does it taste like mayonnaise?
Out in front of Blomquist.
Substitutions for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes making some substitutions here as we're
line change.
Line change. The blue line. It's 14,
Trade 'em out.
14:30 remaining in the first half. No score. Allie Erickson getting an opportunity there. Penalty called against Anoka.
Gross will play it to the near left side, and Palmero out to pick it up in front of Misquick.
Yeah, she's very aggressive in coming out from goal. Did a nice job of getting to the ball and making sure the Cardinals would not have an opportunity to put anything in.
Stange played out by Erickson.
Well, a couple of opportunities by both teams so far, Joe. Nothing more than that. Both teams doing a pretty good job on the defensive end.
Blomquist with a long run, met there by Horsch. Able to spin back to the near sideline. Good recovering run by Straight. Straight will play it out, let her defense reset. Gross not waiting. Misquick heads it towards the corner. And Palermo there just in front of Blomquist again.
Should make it. Should make them that small, should make the circuit smaller and play indoors on bouncy walls.
Ooh, good shot in by Coon Rapids, but Palermo is there. That's possibly the best scoring attempt for either team.
Yeah, you know, Palermo's had to do a little work
Blomquist
here.
just left it on a tee for Jenkins.
Yeah, she really did. Good opportunity for Coon Rapids.
The sun can be a bit of a factor at this stadium, but they have very nice shades here in the press box.
They do.
Except when you pull them down too far,
you can't see out the window.
Well, I could see fine. Shapiro couldn't see with the monitor in his way. We're probably better off watching our HD presentation anyhow. I don't know why I squint out onto the field when I can look and see the beautiful HD TV
without a doubt
output here at CTN.
Without a doubt. Although it takes a little away from the action by watching it on the screen when you're actually here at the game.
There is something to be said for that. Blomquist stops it up, knocks away from her by Beckman racing in. Ooh, and tripped up from behind, and another great spot for a free kick for Anoka.
Well, if you want to see what we do in HD, that's the best way to do it. Get a keepsake video. So you can.
Quick shot, it's in the goal. Anoka has a 1-0 lead. Did not waste time.
No.
Caught Coon Rapids sleeping, and Beckman buries it to give the Tornadoes a 1-0 lead.
Now, we talked about her in the beginning of the game. She is the goal scorer for this team, but the number one for sure, and just a nice job putting it up and over Frazier into that far corner of the net. And Anoka draws
And
first
you see
blood.
Coon Rapids not ready at all.
Nope.
Thinking they have time to set up their shot and whatever else.
Scoring for Anoka.
And Beckman puts her team on top.
Yes, she does. That is her 17th goal of the season, Joe.
Well, Coon Rapids has had opportunities, and I'd say before that point, they was doing better at keeping the ball in the Anoka end. Blomquist shot one that I think must not have gone off any Anoka players, but there's a lot of traffic out there.
Yeah, there definitely was. I think she.
Oh, it did go off.
Oh, yeah,
I was going to say,
did.
I thought it went off a couple of Anoka players. She kind of pinballed it and out the end line. And now Jenkins will have a free kick for the Cardinals.
Oh, great opportunity here for Coon Rapids on the free kick.
Jenkins to the back post, header, and another header, and the Cardinals have tied it just like that. Erickson to Misquick, and all set up by the free kick by Aaron Jenkins.
Yeah, just a great job. It was a perfect free kick, and you saw a couple of red jerseys right out there in front. One head to the other in the net for Coon Rapids just as quickly as the Tornadoes scored. The Cardinals tie it up. Just a beautiful redirection by Misquick. No opportunity for Palermo to get that one. Watch the redirection on the header.
But an excellent pass with the
Yes.
head by Allie Erickson.
Absolutely.
I mean, start to finish, that is a set play.
Yes, that's a pretty goal. That's going to be another penalty on Coon Rapids.
Well, and it's kind of interesting that, we went almost 30 minutes without a goal. Tornadoes catch the Cardinals sleeping, and just over a minute later, the Cardinals on a set play put together a piece like that.
Yeah, it was very pretty.
Giddings can't get it past Jenkins. It's a back near side, left-footed shot, not a lot on it. Turns it right back around. Beckman, though, in there causing trouble in between three red jerseys. And maybe through an elbow.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic there out in front of the Cardinal net. 8.5 minutes remaining in this opening half. We have a good match.
Isn't that old? I feel like that came out in like my senior year of high school.
Koss, high, long boot. Broken up by the Tornadoes and turned around back near midfield. There to break it up is Mao for the Cardinals. And it's out of bounds to Coon Rapids.
What a boost for the Cardinals to get that goal just after that goal from Anoka. You put all the pressure on the Cardinals, and they come right back and answer, Joe. And
it's been an incredibly physical first half.
Yeah.
I mean, or the referees are really whistle happy. One of the two. We've had one yellow card, and unofficially,
of course,
13 penalties.
Yeah, it's definitely been physical, no doubt.
Well, while we are here with the girls' quarterfinal, the boys' team from Coon Rapids at Andover at this very moment playing the top-seeded Huskies.
Yeah, I sent Coach Paco a little bit of good luck text, and hopefully they can get an upset tonight, because that would be wonderful. Played them close the first time.
Yeah, they lost 2-1. They lost a lot of 2-1 games. Cardinals building an attack. A couple on the run. Verdick chops it toward the net, and that's going to be a goal kick.
There you see the time remaining, and Joe, it'll be interesting to talk to the coaches at the break and see what their thoughts on the first half. This is obviously a closely contested match. The Tornadoes are going to have a throw in here as ball is off of out by the Cardinals. Maddie Bloomquist. Free kick for Anoka.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Yund.
To the place you once were from. I don't remember. I don't remember how that tune went. You know what I'm getting at.
I know. Welcome back.
Chance for Erickson right there is Palermo, though.
You know, we talked about Erickson's dangerous, and you give her an opportunity out in front, and she is going to usually make things count.
Well, Coon Rapids has definitely created better scoring opportunities than have the Tornadoes.
Well, you know, the one instance where Anoka scored is, as you mentioned, just catching the Cardinals napping a little bit. And to the Tornadoes' credit, made them pay.
Yund officially?
Of course.
That is the Tornadoes' only shot on goal of this first half. We've spent a lot of time in the midfield.
We have.
And along the sidelines in this first half, as we're under 5 minutes remaining.
Hey, Trout. I think I know why there's...
That one a little too high for Misquick, and Erickson kind of bumped off. Oh, they're going to give it to Erickson. I thought she was kind of bumped off the ball.
Again, just trying to create some space and a little bit of contact there with the Anoka player.
Zavagil. Erickson working against a couple of defenders along the sideline, stopped up by Battles.
Erickson with that throw.
Long boot in by Leah Mao, but easily handled by Palermo.
The Cardinals doing a nice job of getting the pressure down in the Anoka end here late in this first half. After that goal, it seemed to put them in a different gear.
Blomquist trying to run on the near side against Savagill, down to the corner. Misquick bumped off it. It's out of bounds to the Tornadoes. Gross quick turnaround. Misquick gets there. Crosses out front, high trap, and a quick left foot by Erickson, but on a skip, Palermo has the save.
You know, and again, she gets something on goal, and it makes the goaltender have to come out and do something, and certainly just continue to put the little pressure down in the Tornado end.
Blomquist, a little crossover work there against Savage Hill, and then the pass a little too hard for Erickson. Cardinals maintain possession momentarily. Now here come the Tornadoes. Beckman near midfield, plays it back. One touch back to the near side for Brittany Street. Straight off of Gross and out.
Straight with the throw on the restart.
Straight throws into Beckman. Marked closely by Gross. Plays it back for Zavagil. Ahead for Beckman. One touch there for Stang. Turned around. One minute remaining in the first half.
Tornadoes seem just a bit out of sync here in the last part of this first half.
Well, this first half has been played much more in their end than in the Cardinals.
Yes.
And Coon Rapids has generated a couple of really nice scoring opportunities. That one will end up out the end line and a goal kick for Anoka.
Now we have a half a minute left before the break. Again, a good job by Coon Rapids, just getting rid of the ball.
Taps it out, and that should pretty much end the first half. 3 seconds.
2, 1.
And we'll go to half with a 1-1 tie. Both teams scoring on set pieces just a minute apart. Other than that, about 39 minutes of scoreless soccer. Second half, well, first half coach reaction coming up next on CTN.
Hey, I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at Goodrich Field in Anoka, halftime of the Section 7 AA contest. Coon Rapids and Anoka are tied, and Howie, Coon Rapids definitely the team that looked to be a little bit stronger through the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, they really did, and especially as that half wound down, they really did a nice job of controlling the ball down in the Anoka end.
Well, we got to hand it to the coach, set his team up just right, and he hustled over at halftime to talk to us. Coach, your thoughts on that first half?
I thought the tempo of the game favored us. I thought that what our game plan was to play over the top and have our speed outrun them to the ball, and I think we're getting a lot of good scoring chances. And the other side of the coin down to the defensive end, we're trying to do a lot of one-touch clears to keep the Beckmans and some of those other stronger girls off the ball and have them make it a longer field to work when they do receive possession.
Only 2 goals in that first half. One comes when they caught you a little bit napping on the free kick, but rather than be disheartened, you come back, and one of the prettiest set pieces I've ever seen.
Yeah.
To even the score less like a minute later.
Yeah, I thought we were sleeping a little bit. We're supposed to have somebody stand over the ball, kind of delay until we get all set up and everything, and we kind of forgot that part of the equation. So instead of getting down and pouting a little bit, we came right back down. Aaron Jenkins had a real nice free kick. I couldn't see from our perspective. It looked like maybe Maddie Blomquist headed it back in, and a nice flick header by Misquick tied it up. And whatever momentum they had gotten from their early goal was all of a sudden back to square one, and that was a good momentum turner back in our favor again, I thought.
Well,
yeah, it was definitely pretty.
Yeah, Coach, I thought, especially after that goal that you scored, I thought the tempo picked up in your favor, and I thought your girls did a really good job of controlling the action down in the Tornado end.
Well, I think when when we're successful, we start to win balls at the midfield like we talked about earlier, Howie, and you're starting to see the ball go back the other way quite often, and that's tough to play when you're chasing back toward your own goal a lot, and that's a difficult assignment for any defender. So when we're winning balls, we're successful, and we don't have to worry too much about defense. So yeah, I agree with you completely.
Well, it has been an exciting first half. We'll let you get back to your girls. We'll take another break here on CTN. Be back with first half stats and highlights after this.
When you watch CTN News, you'll notice we're different. It's about the people, the places, the stories that affect your life.
We're local. We focus on the local communities, the local issues, and the local stories.
They're the stories that impact you, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
It's the people, the places, and the events that make CTN so interesting.
It's about connecting you to your community, one story at a time.
Welcome back to Goodrich Field in Anoka. The lights starting to come on for tonight's game. The boys soccer game. The Anoka Tornadoes are the #1 seed in Section 8. Looking back at first half highlights, a couple of opportunities either way early. Aaron Jenkins trying to score on the direct kick, and it's off the crossbar. And Blomquist setting up Jenkins again in a shot toward the upper left. Palermo kept busy. Cardinals caught sleeping a little bit by Beckman on the free kick. Put Anoka up with about 10.5 to play. And then Jenkins to Erickson to Misquick.
Pretty goal.
Off of the corner. Just a beautiful, beautiful setup and an excellent finish.
Well, Joe, it'll be an interesting second half, coming out certainly for Coon Rapids. They've done a nice job defensively, and they've applied some pressure on the offensive end. As you see the numbers there, I think they come out and again continue to pressure and continue to apply that pressure down in the Anoka end. It's going to make it difficult for the Tornadoes. And I think Tornadoes just have to, be able to get better chances and be able to clear the ball out of their area sooner.
We'll take another break and be back to hear thoughts from Anoka head coach Amber Wochi right after this. Back at Goodrich Field in Anoka, halftime of the Section 7 2A girls soccer quarterfinal. Home team Anoka, the 3 seed, a 1-1 tie with Coon Rapids. We're joined now by head coach Amber Wochi. Amber, your thoughts on that first half?
I think we came out a little shell-shocked. I think we have a lot more to prove. Coon Rapids brought it to us a little bit. So I'm looking forward to see what the second half brings.
Coach, when you talk to your players at the break, any kind of adjustments are you going to make here in the second half?
No, I just think just play simple, play smart, do the little things that you need to do to build up as a team, and we should be all right.
Anything in particular that you saw that you liked or didn't like in that first half?
I think my team needs to be a little more aggressive, win some 50-50 balls. I think we're starting to string together some passes, and hopefully we can improve upon our play in the second half.
Were you surprised by the physical nature of the play? A lot of penalties called in that first half.
No, I think the officiating crew is doing a nice job. I think our girls get caught up in a lot of that sometimes, but I think it's under control right now.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Take one more break. We'll be back with second half action after this. You're watching Girls Soccer Section quarterfinal action on CTN. Back at Goodrich Field in Anoka, the Tornadoes and Cardinals in a Section 7 AA quarterfinal, 1-1 at the half.
Well, you know, I definitely think the Cardinals take the field with a little more step in their game right at this point, and I think Coach Waldry made an interesting point about, you know, this be a little more aggressive by her squad, because you see the Cardinals doing that, and I think Anoka wants to try and answer to that same tenor.
Well, now Coon Rapids will have a nice shaded half of field to work with. While the Cardinal side of the field is bathed in sun.
Bathed in sun.
And they're on.
Erickson serves it in long on the left side. Misquick down to pressure. Able to take it away from Zavagil. Crosses out to the middle, and Verdict is there, but not before Palermo.
Early pressure by the Cardinals, able to get a shot on goal.
Battles pushes it up near side, turned around and out of play by Koss.
The sun is at that point where it's like, depending on where you look, it's tough to see on the field.
The shadows are awfully tall at the south end of the field.
Yes.
Misquick pressuring and putting the ball back into the corner, able to win it around the corner out to Erickson, a redirect, but it's high and wide. Coon Rapids had a lot of red jerseys strategically placed on the near post.
You know, I think the message may have been come out and put the pressure on early and see if we can get that second goal early on here and make it difficult for Anoka. And Coon Rapids sure are trying to do that. Another good opportunity out front for the Cardinals.
This one poked toward the net. Frazier collides with a charging Verdict. She's a little slow.
Yeah, well, that
up.
was and certainly inadvertent. You're going to see it again. Verdict going for that ball.
Couple of words exchanged. They don't run into my goalie.
That's my goalie.
Johnson with the kick.
Gross heads it. Settled far side by the Tornadoes. But out of bounds to the Cardinals. Or not.
That's Cardinal ball.
Yeah, but it's a kick, not a free throw.
Yep. A free throw? We're getting close to basketball. Not quite there yet.
No. Battle's able to break that up. Settled there by Megan Beckman, and she will get it back. Zavagil using some speed. Numbers for the Tornadoes on the rush. Cross has too much spin out the end line, and a goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Again, the Tornadoes trying to mount a threat here.
Well, they had the numbers.
Yeah, they did.
unable to convert. Now Koss will boot it away. Far side straight. Head stopped up by Courtney Ackerman. Erickson trying to get it near side for Verdict. Stopped up by Jenna Johnson. Keeps it in play, but only back to Koss. Her pass broken up there by Terrio. Ahead to Katie Beckman. Back to Terrio. Near side battles. Koss there to break it up and get it out of play.
Yeah, again, just a stellar move by Koss just to push the ball out of bounds and force the Tornadoes to reset.
Caitlin's clear attempt stopped up by Jenna Johnson. Steps over inside to Terrio. There's Katie Beckman. Stopped up by Erickson, and there's a shot and a goal for Emma Stang.
She just put enough on it that made it hard for Frazier to get over there and up and over her head. That was a pretty goal. And the Tornadoes, even though I feel they've been outplayed, take the 2-1 lead.
All it takes is to create a couple opportunities.
Absolutely.
And then make them play. Good setup, and Stang with a lot of room. Puts it right in the top shelf. Where Grandma keeps the cookies.
Yes. I could go for a cookie.
Well, last time the Tornadoes took the lead, Coon Rapids able to answer quickly.
Yes, they did.
Would like to do the same here. Katie Beckman lost her footing a little bit, able to recover. Knocked away out of play by Courtney.
Well done.
Headed out and a goal kick.
Well, certainly not. Plenty of time, obviously, left in this contest. That first goal scored by the Tornadoes didn't seem to faze Coon Rapids very much. We'll see what happens here.
Good battle at the midfield. Laura Ackerman, or Alexander rather. Good battle to take it away for Anoka. Throw in goes to Erickson, skipped away from her. Turned around by Terrio. Played ahead and Beckman waits. Stopped up by Koss. Koss will clear and let the defense reset.
Almost another opportunity for the Tornadoes there with certainly the dangerous player on the field for the Tornadoes. Beckman. Katie Beckman.
Long boot to get Misquick behind the defense. Had to wait for it a little bit, trying to cross over against Alexander, and it's cleared away. Out of play, and a dangerous player going the other way.
Yes. And with the speed that she has.
Gross with that throw.
Getchell on the far side, can't keep control. With Alexander, I think, stepping in front of her. No, it was straight over on the far side. Played too long ahead of Beckman, played out of bounds easily by Koss. Tornadoes with a 2-1 lead, just over 8 minutes into the second half.
Well, Anoka trying to pick up the pressure here, now with that 1-goal lead. And the Cardinals clearing that out. Another throw in for Anoka.
Stopped up in the middle and now settled back to
4-1.
Zavagil. In the corner is Megan Beckman. Out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Oh, good job by the defense for Coon Rapids just to press her up against the.
It's Courtney Ackerman.
Yeah, Courtney Ackerman press her up.
Providing the pressure.
Yep, pressing her up against the corner.
Cross out front, and Erickson, or Frazier rather, able to grab it as Beckman went crashing into the side of the net.
You see an opportunity here for the Tornadoes. You see Beckman trying to head that ball in, but Frazier's going to beat her to it.
I really wanted to ask if we could do that on replay at Wolves when he said we could do audio of it.
Cardinals not able to sustain much pressure down in the Tornado end.
No, I was going to say something. You know, it's been almost like the whole field is tilted a little bit to the south.
Yeah, you know,
action has been better at our left side.
Yep.
Pretty much all afternoon.
Is he from down yonder?
Koss plays it back to Frazier. That one spun away from her, and this is dangerous. Frazier collides with Beckman. Ball still loose, and Beckman runs over Leah Mao.
Yeah, that was.
And she's going to get the yellow.
That was an opportunity there for the Tornadoes. Frazier had a tough time with that kick. Almost gave it up for a goal. But you're going to see it there. It just doesn't. Plays it off the side of her shoe. Saw the collision at the end of that play.
Anoka continuing to build pressure.
Yep, they have been this whole second half.
Well, again, these two teams played to a tie through 2 overtime periods in the regular season.
Yep. Yeah, and Anoka had tied it up with 50 seconds left in the game. Regulation.
Well, they have not trailed this evening.
Johnson with the throw.
A goal coming in the 30th minute. Answered by one just over a minute later by Coon Rapids. And then Anoka scoring in the 46th minute early in the second half.
That time Anoka pushed it out of bounds.
Erickson hands it off to Jenkins, playing it ahead for Misquick. Kicks to the corner, Blomquist. Battling over there with Linnea Lind, ends up out the end line. It'll be a Coon Rapids corner. Coon Rapids only one other corner.
Led to a goal.
I was going to say.
Yep. See if they can repeat that.
Funny enough, as their only goal.
You see the action there.
A ways out is Erickson trying to control Koss in there, keeping pressure. Erickson regains possession, battling, maintaining control, and now played away out of bounds by Stang.
And Stang did a nice job of just clearing away pressure.
Throw in, trying to get it to Caitlin off of her head. Misquick heads it off of Stang and right back out of bounds. Caitlin heads it toward the middle. Misquick is shot and it's high.
Good thought by Miss Quick there. She had a good look at the net. Tried to chip it up and over Palermo.
Well, more importantly, it gets the play down in this end.
Yes.
I mean, Anoka held some solid possession time deep in the Cardinal end for quite a while.
Well, though trailing by a goal, Cardinals don't seem to be pressing at this point. They're trying to work their systems and set something up offensively, try and use some of that speed up front.
Well, they'll have an opportunity here with a free kick deep in the Tornado end. Aaron Jenkins will take it. A three-player wall set up for the Tornadoes. Jenkins, high loft to the center of the net. Palermo able to get there first.
Again, just finds out where her position is, able to make the grab, and quickly gets it out.
Allie Ness cross court, broken up by Blomquist. Jenkins got turned around. Anoka retakes possession, going the other way. Play to the far side, long run. Gross will get there and able to play it out off of
coming from the youngest person.
Emma Stang. High ball in, bounces too far in front of Verdick for her to get a chance on it, and Palermo able to come out and take control.
No, Palermo's been aggressive coming out from the net all evening long.
Caitlin stopped it up, but turned around again by Stang. Anoka able to retake possession again after the kick attempt by Frazier. Cross attempt is out of bounds though, and it'll be a goal kick.
You see the time remaining a little over half, more than half left in this contest.
Frazier comes out and cuts that one off. Coon Rapids building numbers in the Anoka end. Erickson will head it back in the direction of her teammates. Miss Quick has a touch. Blomquist a little bit of space, trying to cross back. In close is Miss Quick, but too close.
She had a great opportunity because Palermo came out of the net. And she tried, it was a tough angle for her to try and.
Well, able to win the race
right.
between everyone. She's trying to cross it back out for Verdick.
Yeah, because Verdick is right there. Yeah, it's fortunate for the Tornadoes that they didn't get caught.
Little too tight.
Yeah. See, the Hastings boys team is here. They're going to be playing Anoka in the nightcap. Back in the far corner.
Well, initially we were the nightcap. But since Hastings was making the long bus ride, they decided to have the late game where the Hastings kids didn't have to miss
School. Correct.
Courtney able to win the battle down low and send it out of play. Tornado throw in. Headed toward going out, but stopped up by Zavagil. And a handball called. Coon Rapids will have the free kick. Long boot behind the defense. Coming out to play it away is Palermo. A little bit of bump in near midfield, and then sliding to it is Allie Ness, and still able to send the pass in for Emma Collin. Knocked out of play by the Cardinals.
Well, we were mistaken. Those are the Brainerd Warriors, not the Hastings team. So we have been corrected by the truck.
Even more so, they didn't want to have to take the boys out of school early.
Yeah, they got a little bit long drive.
Longer. See, I don't understand sometimes the boundaries they go with, and how Anoka is in Section 7 for girls and Section 8 for boys soccer.
Yeah, apparently it's above our pay grade.
Wait. Lost out the end line and a Cardinal goal kick.
Under 20 minutes remaining in this contest. The Tornadoes holding that 2-1 lead.
Ooh, Allie Erickson taken out, but they let the. Now he blows the whistle. Erickson in the air, taken out by the Anoka defender.
We'll see it again here. Yeah, it was definitely an infraction. A little slow to get up, but it's okay.
Long boot toward the net. Stopped up by Alexander. Boot in and missed quick right there, but Palermo able to cover it up.
Yeah, she had a bit of trouble with it, but able to gather it in. As you mentioned, missed quick right on the doorstep.
Alexander challenged right there and able to get it past Lund. Stopped up by Caitlin. Courtney right there with her. Gross had a touch and now played away by Brooking.
Well, you can just see how quick Miss Quick is.
She's got some wheels.
Yeah, she definitely does.
Throw in headed down by Anoka. Erickson will get herself a little space. Trying to cross to the far side, headed by Landris. Now Stang pushes it ahead. Gross take it away from Landris. Landris able to win it back to Katie Beckman. Beckman is shot, and that's high and out of play.
Well, again, Beckman created a little space for herself, but just a little bit too much on that shot to push it over. You can see a nice job here. She's just going to create some space and get an opportunity for a shot.
Megan Beckman collides with Koss. And another great opportunity for a set play here for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, again, taking that contact in close allows the Tornadoes to get a great opportunity here. There you see the contact. A little bit of a knee.
Beckman will take it. This time she waited for the defense to get set up. Going right to the corner, but a little high, and it'll be a goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, going for that third goal, seeing if she can put a little bit bigger cushion between her and the Cardinals.
Gosh, with a goal kick.
A good thought, but just a little bit too much on it.
Cost to Blomquist on the far side, coming over to challenge and take it away is Horsch. She got away with a little bit of a body check there on Caitlin Ackerman. Out off of Jenkins. We saw her very involved in the offense in the first half. Have not mentioned her name much here in the second.
No, definitely quiet. Well, we haven't. I don't think we've seen as much. We haven't seen as much offense from Coon Rapids as
not as much possession.
Possession, right, as we did in the first half.
Misquick able to win that possession and get it to Jenkins. Pass in, broken up by Savagil, and then Tornadoes going back the other way, but lost it out of bounds.
Just got a message from Tommy Glines. Coon Rapids down 2-1 with 20 minutes left in the half.
So midway through.
Yep.
Must be the second half.
Yeah, second half. Sorry.
Misquick, a chance in close, a shot, a diving save by Palmero. Cleared away, but not out. Played in by Mao, and it goes through everyone and out of bounds.
Yeah.
And it'll be a goal kick. And that was
a
huge save by Palermo, diving to her left and just getting a fingertip on it.
There again, great action up front. Misquick with a great chance. And you saw Palermo getting a hand on that.
Janet Johnson able to clear it out quickly, and the Cardinals' next opportunity didn't have a lot on it. Misquick trampled in deep, but no call, and Palermo ends up scooping it up in front of the ensuing action.
Yeah, that was the best chance that the Cardinals have had here in the second half. It would have been a huge one had they been able to convert.
Well, Anoka took a lead just about 6 minutes into this second half and have been able to hold on to it. They have had a surge of opportunity since and controlled most of the action here through nearly 30 minutes of the second.
Absolutely.
But all it takes, as we talked about with Anoka, is all it takes is one opportunity.
Code red is where it's at.
Well, it's just a matter of creating some opportunities for yourself like they did just previously and came close.
Gross near midfield, plays it off Stang, who was down on the ground, now played out the far side by Anoka.
Now we're getting close to that 12-minute mark left in the game, and things will have to get a little more urgent for Coon Rapids if they want to keep their season alive.
This one's going to skip off an Anoka defender and in easily for Palermo to scoop up. Beckman tapping it ahead, and this one's going to be played away and out of danger by Courtney.
She, again, did a nice job of clearing trouble away from the Cardinal net.
Straight was running straight for the net. And Courtney just got there a step ahead of her.
Activities director, Kelly Scott, in attendance. Looking cool over there.
Should be Andy, no day.
It doesn't take much from
no,
that guy.
Absolutely.
And not surprising at all to see him on the sidelines of section contest. I would not be surprised to find out that he had spent the first half.
Oh, absolutely. With the boys.
At Andover.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
So one played out of danger by Allie Ness.
Anoka.
I'll give Anoka credit coming out in the second half and really controlling, for the most part, the action.
Well, we're under 10 minutes remaining, and Coon Rapids has to feel some pressure now.
Absolutely.
They need to find the equalizer and fast.
Yeah, I've had to double around the whole time.
Throwing Cardinals. Foul with the throw. Ditto. Foul with the throw in the restart. Correction, Koss with the throw.
Koss will throw it in as Hannah Engen comes in for the Cardinals up front. Caitlin trying to cross. That stopped up nicely, sent back out of play by Ness.
Again, continue to keep the ball wide is what the Anoka defenders want to do here. Don't give up that middle. Cardinals trying to find a way to get into that middle.
Well, Anoka with 10 players inside of 15 yards. And it's going to end up out the end line in a Cardinal corner. Their third opportunity.
Jenkins with the corner.
Aaron Jenkins will handle the responsibility. Drives it to the back corner. Koss played it momentarily. Stopped up and turned around by Allie Ness. Mao able to settle it and gets it back again. It's going to be out off Jenkins.
Yep.
And it'll be an Anoka ball.
Hey, Cass, Katie. Move! Come on.
Another throw in for Anoka.
Long play to the far side. Courtney will just kind of shield her keeper, let Frazier scoop it up and punt it away.
Done.
Well, Anoka will try and continue just to keep it out of harm's way, and now they're going to get a throw in here.
Well, for Anoka, all they have to do is keep it on the Coon Rapids side of the field, and they can ensure that they will play on Saturday.
Without a doubt. Whistle blows.
Free kick for Savage Hill. Headed away by Koss. Blomquist couldn't quite trap it, and it's out the far side.
Well, Cardinals definitely need to be in a hurry at this situation with a little over 5 minutes remaining. All it takes is one opportunity, but gotta be able to get it down on your end. And again, Anoka doing a good job of keeping it down in the Cardinal side.
Strong Cardinals. Mao with the throw.
Down to 5 minutes remaining. Could be in a season for Coon Rapids as they trail 2-1 in this section quarterfinal, and Misquick bumped off the ball.
Yeah,
the Cardinals will have a good spot for another free kick.
Again, yeah, Misquick trying to use
Yund
that speed to
officially
gain the edge.
Yund officially 17 free kicks for Coon Rapids, 10 for Anoka. Jenkins serves it toward the middle, stopped up by the Tornadoes and cleared away by Ness.
And again, Ness just a good job of just clearing it out of trouble.
Courtney plays it back in. Blomquist fanned on it. Gross got it back in deeper. Touch for Erickson and closes shot, and a double clutch save by Palermo.
That was a great opportunity for Coon Rapids. It came hard off the foot of Allie Erickson, and Palermo.
A good scorer getting it in a good scoring position. How? Hard work.
Exactly.
Allie Erickson goes in there and out battles a couple of defenders, and it doesn't take a lot of space for her to get off a good, strong shot.
Unfortunately for Palermo, she was able to double clutch it.
It's out off the Tornadoes' far side.
That had a lot of smoke on it.
Anoka Cross has cleared out the end line, and that'll be a corner, their first corner of the evening.
Watch that opportunity. That was the best opportunity, I believe, in the second half for the Cardinals.
Oh, they've put together a couple of nice scoring chances.
They have, but unfortunately haven't been able to make them count.
Cardinals able to stop up the kick in, which was to the short post. This one will be out the end line, and a goal kick for Coon Rapids. Stang able to stop that one up, turn it back in Anoka's favor. And the Tornadoes have no problem with throw-ins and
no, definitely
slow
not.
play.
Yeah, they'll take their time. They'll burn time off this clock. 2.5 minutes.
Tornadoes. Savage with another throw.
Let's go with 2.
Straight able to just waste some valuable time off the clock down in the corner.
Yeah, just
maintain possession as it goes out off the Cardinals.
Yeah, very, very impressive. Able to take the time off the clock, just keep that ball tied up in that far corner.
This one spins away from Taylor Ness, but toward the Cardinal net. Koss clears it away. Ness able to run on again. A left-footed shot in, not a lot on it. And a scoop there for Nicole Frazier. 90 seconds remaining in regulation. Anoka with a 2-1 lead over the visiting Cardinals in this Section 7AA quarterfinal.
Yeah, they've played a nice second half. They've kept the ball away from their end and got that initial goal to make it 2-1.
Anoka just booting it to the other side of the field. They know they're less than a minute away from a trip to the semifinal on Saturday.
Yeah, and again,
Cardinals trying to get it back in as quickly as possible. Liam Mao tracks that down. Throw in comes back to Mao. To Courtney. Koss back to help out. Taken off of her foot by Allie Ness and now played back in where Misquick will battle against Alexander. Cleared out the end line and it's going to be a corner.
And they're going to have to hustle on this corner. Just 24 seconds remaining.
Jenkins to take the corner.
Jenkins will set it up. Almost 15 left. The corner to the back post. The header is up and over.
And
we're under 10 seconds, and that will pretty much do it. The Anoka Tornadoes will play it Saturday afternoon for Coon Rapids. The season is over.
Yeah, a tough loss for the Cardinals because I thought they came out and tied the game up and really took control at the end of that first half. But give the Anoka Tornadoes credit because they came out in the second half and they really applied the pressure and they got that goal and they possessed the ball very well and really kept the opportunity out of Coon Rapids' hands.
Well, Coon Rapids came up with a couple of very nice scoring opportunities late in the game but could not get this tying goal. Palermo played a great game in net for the Anoka Tornadoes and a big part of the reason why her team is moving on. And for Coon Rapids, a season, again, that started slow. They came on strong, and I thought, they were only a foot or two away on a couple of those shots from walking away a 3-2 winner.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it's a tough way to go out, a tough way to finish your season as they came in with some high expectations in this game against Anoka. And unfortunately, they couldn't get that second goal to tie it up, and Anoka will move on.
Can't believe we're saying goodbye to a soccer season already.
Already. Just not a lot of time left in this fall quarter.
Couple of opportunities, some good pressure from Coon Rapids, but you talked about the possession for Anoka. They had it in the Coon Rapids end a lot, and they capitalized that one time. Beautiful lofted shot by Stang. Great setup by Beckman. Beckman had the goal off the free kick in the first. Frazier played a nice game, but the Cardinal defense did a nice job of really not allowing a lot of great opportunities. Great chance right there by Allie Misquick in close. And then Allie Erickson, an amazing scoring opportunity right there. I think scoring chances may have actually favored Coon Rapids at the end.
I agree.
I certainly had him unofficially as leading in shots on goal at 9-3 against the Tornadoes. But the Tornadoes survive for the second round. They will either host Forest Lake or travel to St. Francis for a Saturday afternoon semifinal game. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Goodrich Field, it's Anoka 2, Coon Rapids 1. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us to continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.